Please be seated. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I am Alex Degnaro-Green, the Regional Dean of the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome family, friends, significant others, children, and of course, our graduating class, the class of 2023, to our Convocation ceremony. Today is an incredibly special day in your professional lives, one that you will always, always remember. Given the last couple of years, we are delighted to be able to have Convocation in person and in this magnificent Coronado Theater. Your class has had a unique, in many ways challenging medical school experience. COVID-19 required massive changes to your medical school education, and health issues with members of your class and loved ones had to face were daunting obstacles to overcome. It required us to come together as a community as we navigated challenges that we never could have imagined. But through fortitude, hard work, incredible class spirit, and the full support of your faculty, staff, and administration, we are all here to celebrate your receiving your medical degree. We are so proud of all of you. Congratulations, class of 2023. It is a tradition each year to begin our ceremony by presenting the College of Medicine's 3 distinguished awards. It is a wonderful opportunity to recognize individuals as well as areas of excellence in our institution. It is now my distinct pleasure to present the Distinguished Teaching Award. Each year, this award is presented to a University of Illinois College of Medicine Rockford faculty member who has demonstrated a long-standing history of outstanding interest in our medical students and a strong commitment to medical education and our college community. I am going to ask Dr. Paul Chastain to come join me as I tell you a little bit about him. Dr. Chastain. The script said I should call him up after I read all the good things, but I want him to hear it up close and personal. Dr. Paul Chastain is a clinical associate professor in the Department of Health Science Education and associate director of simulation events and development at the College of Medicine, Rockford. He received a PhD in biochemistry and biophysics from Texas A&M in 1997 and did 2 postdocs at UNC Chapel Hill, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, in 2007. He's had several academic and industry positions before joining the William Carey University's College of Osteopathic Medicine as assistant professor of biomedical sciences from 2013 to 2016. He was then recruited to the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford in 2016 to be an integral educator in our transition to a new curriculum. His teaching focus has always been on biochemistry, but he's become a critical educator for us in all phases of the curriculum and a full-fledged member of the administrative and research communities. He has become a leader of the College of Medicine, both here in Rockford and throughout the whole College of Medicine. He received the Faculty and Staff Aureus Award on 5 occasions and the Golden Apple Award in 2022. He was an established researcher even before joining us, having 35 peer-reviewed publications, and continues with his scholarly activities. In his nomination letter, his nominators state, for his ongoing and educational efforts, continuing interdisciplinary research efforts, and service administrative responsibilities, Dr. Chastain is an ideal candidate for the Distinguished Teaching Award. It is therefore my pleasure as Dean of the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford, to present the 2023 Distinguished Teaching Award to Dr. Paul Chastain. Congratulations, Paul. Very well deserved. The next award is the Distinguished Service Award, and I'm going to ask Dr. Ray Garcia to come join me up on the podium. This is presented each year to a nominee who demonstrates outstanding organization and leadership qualities in community service, administration, healthcare, and medical education. About this year's recipient, Dr. Garcia has nominated say, "We have no doubt that Dr. Ray Garcia fulfills the criteria for this award. We admire and are deeply grateful for his long-standing commitment." Dr. Garcia is a clinical assistant professor in the Department of Psychiatry. He is a College of Medicine Rockford alumni from the class of 1994 and was recipient of the David Mortimer Olkin Award for Excellence in Psychiatry and Neurology. He started his psychiatry residency at Chicago's Rush University in 1997 and served as chief resident in 1998. He's also board certified in both psychiatry and addiction medicine. Dr. Garcia came back to Rockford after completing his residency. He currently works at Aspen Counseling and Consulting in Rockford and concurrently at Rosecrans Health Network, where he consistently provides outstanding teaching for our medical students as the Rosecrans Harrison campus. Last year, he became Vice President of Medical Services at Rosecrans, where he provides clinical leadership for physicians, nurse practitioners, and medical service at all Rosecrans sites. He's also served as chair and member of the Student Promotions Committee at the College of Medicine Rockford, which oversees the performance of medical students and provides support to them if they have issues advancing through our challenging curriculum. His contributions have not gone unnoticed. He earned the Golden Apple for Excellence in Teaching in 2000, a Precept Award from the College of Nursing in Rockford, the University of Illinois College of Medicine Rockford Distinguished Teaching Award in 2018, and the Nancy Roski Certificate of Recognition for Excellence in Medical Teaching from the American Psychiatric Association 2020. It is now my pleasure to present him this award.
Thank you, Dr. Green. And I'd just like to say thank you to Dr. Michael Potts and Dr. Jerry Fox for the nomination, and to the College Executive Committee for giving me this honor. And I'd also like to say thank you to the students who continue to inspire me to be a better physician every day, and to tell them, if you are given the opportunity to teach, do it. It's rewarding, and if you hang around long enough, you might get a plaque.
Congratulations, Dr. Garcia. The next award is the Distinguished Community Award, which goes to a nominee that enhances the stature or growth of the University of Illinois College of Medicine Rockford with contributions of a special nature. This year's Distinguished Community Award goes to the 3 rural hospitals of the Memorial Health Network: Taylorville Memorial Hospital, Lincoln Memorial Hospital, and Jacksonville Memorial Hospital. And I will invite representatives from those organizations to come join me. I want to make sure you're all clearly seen. Since 2020, these 3 rural members of the Memorial Health Network have hosted the College of Medicine's Rural Medicine Education Program students for 22 separate rotations. Specialty experiences in OBGYN, internal medicine, pediatrics, combined med-peds, and emergency medicine have all been popular sites for student engagement. The financial commitment to provide room and board to these students is significant, but the hospitals have cheerfully agreed to provide these benefits to our students. Students who attend these community-based career exploration rotations are now seeking careers in fields they hadn't considered, most notably the combined residency in internal medicine pediatrics. Many students say they are strongly considering rural placements in the geographic areas of these Memorial Health facilities once they complete their residencies. Other hospital systems who've learned of the program with Memorial Health have approached our RMed team seeking their own similar involvement with our medical students. Some have already developed similar courses in their own communities and will begin accepting students once their providers are appointed to our faculty. Thank you to the Memorial Health Network and congratulations. I would like to now welcome and give awards to Kim Bourne, CEO and President of Taylorville Memorial Hospital, Dolan Dolpass, President and CEO of Lincoln Memorial Hospital, and Alyssa Schmidt, Director of Compliance and Health Staff Affairs from Lincoln Memorial Hospital, who will accept the awards on behalf of the Memorial Health Network, and Kim Bourne will also like to share some words. Congratulations.
Well, good morning. As he mentioned, I'm Kim Bourne. I'm President and CEO of Taylorville Memorial Hospital. And on behalf of Dolan and Alyssa at Lincoln Memorial Hospital and Trevor Huffman from Jacksonville Memorial Hospital, who was unable to attend, we gratefully accept this award and appreciate this recognition. Living and working in rural communities is sometimes especially challenging, but also especially rewarding. And we appreciate the opportunity to work with the best and brightest students and share with them the love of not only what we do, but our love for the communities that we serve. So these awards are affirming to us of that work and our commitment to continue in developing the workforce of the future. So again, thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Mark I. Rosenblatt, Executive Dean of the University of Illinois College of Medicine. Dean Rosenblatt is also Professor of Ophthalmology and Visual Sciences and the Illinois Lion Charles I. Young Chair in Ocular Research. In addition, he's Associate Vice Chancellor for Physician Affairs at the University of Illinois Chicago and will soon begin serving as Interim CEO for the UI Hospital and Clinics in Chicago. Thank you for joining us, Dean Rosenblatt, and I look forward to your comments.
Thank you so much, Dean Stignara Green. It is my absolute pleasure to be with you all here today. This is a remarkable venue, certainly befitting this quite momentous occasion. These young physicians finishing up their work here at University of Illinois College of Medicine. I really want to celebrate you, our graduating students, during this convocation. So another round of applause for this amazing group. This is a special day and a proud achievement for these students, and you should be proud. Don't deny yourself that, because this is a day when all of the training, all of the hours of study, and all of the moments when you forced yourself to push forward to this important goal have finally come to fruition. Each of you knows a lot about delayed gratification, and this is when you get to enjoy the fruits of your somewhat Herculean efforts. I'm really so happy we can be here together today in person. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, your journey through medical school took a path that no one could have anticipated. Your time here, especially those first couple of years, was unique and certainly challenging in so many ways. I commend you for overcoming these obstacles. As we learn through the pandemic, the world needs you, your skills, your compassion, and your care. The world is really owes a great debt to medicine in general to get us through this pandemic. With graduation comes the anticipation of what lies next. Your careers will take you in amazing and challenging directions. I'm confident that the foundation in science, medicine, and service to community that you have received at the College of Medicine has prepared you for your continued and future outstanding achievements. As your careers advance, you will also contribute to the body of scientific knowledge, promoting our tradition of lifelong learning, which continues to be a cornerstone of the educational mission of our college. Not only will you excel in your chosen fields of specialization, but you will also assume leadership positions and take great joy in mastering new skills, applying novel ideas, and solving complex clinical and research problems. You represent the very finest examples of our college's mission. It's my sincere hope that you'll continue to apply what you've experienced as students here in our College of Medicine. Passion in your pursuits, compassion for and dedicated service to your patients, and excellence in every aspect of your lives. With that, I wish you heartfelt congratulations, enjoy this day, and we look forward to continuing to hear from you and engage with you in the coming years. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Rosenblatt. It is now my pleasure to introduce a distinguished alumni, Dr. Gary P. Fernando. Dr. Fernando is a 2007 graduate of the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford, who completed his pediatric residency and was chief resident at Stony Brook University Medical Center in New York. He is a board-certified pediatrician and diplomat fellow of the American Academy of Pediatrics. He joined the College of Medicine, Rockford in 2011 when he came back to Rockford to practice at Crusader Community Health following his residency. He went on to become chair of pediatrics in Crusader and has been active in organized medicine, previously serving as a member of the board of directors and then president of the Winnebago County Medical Society. While he left Rockford for a few years to work at the University of Chicago, we are thrilled he came back to Rockford once again in 2021 and is once again on the College of Medicine faculty, serving as a clinical assistant professor in the Department of Pediatrics. Dr. Fernando took on the role of Chief Medical Officer at Crusader Community Clinic last December. Please join me in welcoming our graduation speaker and former student, Dr. Gary Fernando.
When I was in college, I was in marching band, and whenever we had another band come, the visitors always got to go first, and so you tried not to let them know your show so that someone couldn't do your remarks for you. And so Dr. Garcia and Dr. Rosenblatt stole a little bit of my thunder, so hopefully we will be okay though. But Dean Stignaro-Green, Dr. Rosenblatt, my fellow faculty, university members, staff, guests, family, friends, and graduates, welcome. And to Dean Stignaro-Green, Dean Rosenblatt, to my fellow faculty, university members, staff, guests, and officially in just a few moments, my newest colleagues, congratulations. You've made it. You're all about to complete 20th grade. Think about that. Think about where you were 20 years ago when most of you were finishing kindergarten. Did you think that 20 years later you would be sitting here on this stage in Rockford, Illinois, about to take a monumental and momentous step in your journey and in your lives as you assume the title of physician? I'm going to warn you all ahead of time, I'm a big Disney fan. I'm a Diz nerd, if you will. And so with very little apology, I'm going to let you know there's 10 Disney Easter eggs in my talk. So I try to reference it in every speech I give, including my wedding vows and in my best man speech at my brother's wedding. So if you come up to me afterward and you can name all 10 references, you get a prize. Okay? So, each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us. And when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic within. And I will tell you all that you have all unlocked the doctor within. It has been our privilege to work with you over these recent years to watch you and guide you on that journey. Today is a celebration of these journeys walked, and I've been assigned the task of helping set you forth on the next steps of your journey. I'm not going to do the cliche graduation speech thing and tell you about the origin of the word doctor or physician, but instead I'm going to tell you what those words in this career mean to me. And I hope that over the next few minutes you'll take some of these musings to heart as well, and hopefully give you some tools that you can take with you as you leave us and go on to the great things that you all will accomplish. The tools I'm going to give to take are passion, permission, partners, and a purpose. First, let's talk about passion. What are you all passionate about? I hope you're at least passionate about medicine, because otherwise you wouldn't be here. But I'm going to tell you that it runs deeper than that. You've all chosen your various specialties, beautifully represented on this stage by the rainbow of stoles that we all can see. To those of you who are wearing the maroon stole of pediatrics, congratulations on demonstrating the highest level of intelligence among your graduating class. I applaud you to dedicating your careers to helping some of the most vulnerable of our society. To the rest of you, all amazing physicians, we all continue to work together to help every member of our society, no matter their age. But please never forget the passion that you feel for all your careers and all your fields. There was one day about 5 years ago, I was in clinic during very trying, tiring summer day, school physical season, getting lots of kids ready to go back to school. My last two patients of the day were twin 5-year-old siblings, brother and sister. When I finished the exam with the brother, he hopped down, and then player number 2 climbed up onto the bed. And as I was going through the motions of the visit, I told her I needed to listen to her heart. And I told her that the heart has a very important job, and then I asked if she knew what that job was. She looked up at me and said, yes, and then told me with the deepest conviction of every fiber in her soul, as if Dr. Welford himself had taught her this, it loves people. I have to tell you, I was not cold by that truth bomb right there, and I thanked her for her honesty, and I told her parents that was exactly the tonic I needed at the end of that day. I'll never forget her answer. The heart is, of course, a complex electromechanical organ that does a vital function for us without us even thinking about it multiple times a day. But it's more than that, isn't it? It loves. Passion. That's why we're all here, right? Love, care, service to others. You're all here because of the deep passion you feel for your fellow humans. Take that passion with you and hone it. If your passion is radiology, be the best radiologist you can be and read the heck out of those studies. If your passion is pathology, get all of those microscope slides. Follow your passions. You're all amazing, amazing people. Because that's what we need in our world. We need passionate people out there living as their truest selves and loving people. I have to tell you, the passion you have all shown for each other and for our profession, and some we have not seen possibly ever. Because you know, a little over 3 years ago, most if not all of you were in your first year of medical school. You were still trying to figure out which electrolyte went with which type of renal tubular acidosis. Dr. Baptist still has not given me a mnemonic for that. You were trying to navigate gross anatomy dissections and learning biochemistry and the deepest functioning of the cellular levels of the human body. And then over the course of about 14 days, the landscape of healthcare was changed, most likely forever. But yet 3 years later, here you all still are, ready to go. The vast majority of your medical education has been in an environment none of us could have ever predicted 4 years ago when you put on your white coats for the first time. But you have all persevered, and it's because of your passion. So to that I say thank you, from the deepest bottom of my own people-loving heart. The next tool I will give you as you move forward is permission. You will need to give yourself permission for lots of things as you go throughout your careers. Permission is the grace that we allow ourselves and seek from others as we navigate treacherous and often uncertain waters. Permission is the ability to take risks and to challenge the status quo. And permission is the literal permission that you will have to give yourselves to fail, to be wrong. I hate to tell you all this, but that will happen. How you handle the mistakes you make and how you learn from them and keep moving forward will be up to you. And it will define you as a physician and will garner your admiration and respect from your colleagues. Of that I can assure you. As a fourth-year medical student, I was doing my away rotation at the hospital that I eventually would go on to do residency at. I was doing an away rotation in pediatric GI, and one afternoon we were seeing a young man who had a significantly elevated BMI. As he was lying on the exam table and we were talking, I looked into his eyes and I saw Kaiser Fleischer rings. For those of you in the audience who have no idea what I'm talking about, Our esteemed graduates here on the dais can all tell you that Kaiser-Fleischer rings are deposits of copper that appear in the corneas of people with significant liver or gallbladder disease. Dean Rosenbaum, that's good? Okay. They usually appear green to gold or brown in color. And the other thing you need to know is that they're not usually seen with the naked eye. So as I was looking into this patient's eyes, I internally diagnosed him with a buildup of copper and finished my exam and went to tell my attending about my findings. My attending looked at me both impressed, but also kind of quizzically intrigued and skeptical as we went back to see the patient together. And as we're finishing the exam, I reminded him about the KF rings. And as we both leaned over the patient from opposite sides of the exam bed and looked into his eyes, it was at that moment that I realized my patient was wearing colored contact lenses and in fact was likely free from any significant deposits of copper in his body. My attending very graciously looked at me and said, "I don't think I see him, Gary." And I said, "Yeah, I don't think I see him either." And he kind of nodded at me and we moved on. Give yourselves permission to be wrong. I learned a lot from Dr. Lowenheim as I continued my educational career at that institution, and it was all going to be okay. Sometimes our passion will blind us to certain things and we will make mistakes, but I give you permission to be fallible. After all, though we are all physicians, we also are all humans. Give yourself permission to grow, because every moment from here on out is not the end of the story, until you say it is. We are all humans, and we all love people. This is the way. The next tool I offer you all are partners. These are going to be very key, important people in your life. Be it a parent, a sibling, a spouse, a friend, a mentor, a coworker, significant other, or anyone else who is there for you to share this journey. Those partners want to be there for you. They want to hear all about your successes. They want to hear about your failures too. At a central point in the 6 Disney castle parks, there is a statue of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse holding hands. They're looking out at the kingdom before them, Walt with a magical twinkle in his eye, admiring all that they have done. The name of that statue is Partners. Because much like Walt and Mickey, when you have a partner, there is nothing you cannot accomplish. Your partner should be the people in your life you trust, admire, and go to moments, big or small, triumphant or defeating. I was working a shift in our pediatric ER as a first-year resident, 4, maybe 5 months into training. We had a patient who came in who needed a lumbar puncture. Again, for those in the theater not familiar, you may know this procedure more by its colloquial name of a spinal tap. In this procedure, a needle is inserted between the vertebral bones of the spinal column to take a small amount of cerebrospinal fluid to aid in diagnosis of certain conditions like meningitis. And yes, they let residents who have only been on the job for 5 months do this procedure, with supervision, of course. When we got the results back of the LP, it turns out that I had done a champagne tap. And what that means is that my sample was very pristine, which is good since too much blood in the sample can alter the results and make them invalid or not useful at all. The tradition is that the first time you achieve this, your supervisor is supposed to owe you a bottle of champagne. I finished my shift at 11 p.m. that night, still riding the high of my success. Yes, you can also have permission to brag a little bit, it's okay. I was so excited I needed to call someone. So I called my father, who is not a physician. In fact, he's a retired teacher. I said, "Dad, I had a champagne tap." His response was, "I have no idea what you're talking about, but you sound really excited, and I'm really proud of you." The day I found out I passed my boards, my wife was not home when I got the news, and so later that night when I returned home to tell her in person, she was asleep. She jumped out of bed and said, "We need to celebrate." I said, "That's okay, you had a long day, you're definitely tired." She said, "Shut up and put your shoes back on, we're going out." Find your partners. They love you. They love being there for you, and they will support you. Keep looking out for one another. Continue to stay in touch with your classmates and with your Rockford family. There will be times to celebrate, there will be times to cry. Utilize your partners, you will succeed, I promise you. The final tool I'm going to give you is your purpose, and what a truly glorious purpose it is. 16 years ago to the day, I sat on this very same stage thinking my purpose was just to go learn as much as I could about taking care of children. But it's so much more than that, and I encourage you all to find more than that in just your field. Give yourselves permission to go looking within your field for your niche. Find that place where you can make a difference. Discover your purpose through your passion. And remember as you do, just like the little girl taught me 5 years ago, that we love people. After all, people are the very heart and center of everything that we do. Now, that's not to say every interaction we have with every person we meet is going to be perfect. In fact, more often than not, people prove to be complex because the human body is complex. As you have all learned over the past 4 years, medicine is complex. Humanity itself is complex. I promise you that you will run into complex people who are going to frustrate you. They may be your patients, they may be your colleagues, they may be your boss. But please, if I could leave you with any one tidbit today, remember that almost every person on this planet is trying to do the best they can. It's just that sometimes they don't have the right tools in their box. And you'll all be doing just fine if you remember the advice of one of the smartest voices to come out of the pandemic. A man who did not waver in his purpose, despite adversity staring him in the face, and people purposefully trying to make his job difficult. A man who found himself in strange and uncharted waters. A man who had to listen to crowds of people chanting derogatory things at him, despite, at his core, knowing he was doing what was right and following his passion. You may think I'm speaking of Dr. Anthony Fauci, but in fact I'm speaking of Coach Ted Lasso. And what does Ted instruct us to do? Be curious, not judgmental. Remember that every specimen you look at under a microscope, every body you cut into, every film you read on a screen, and every being lying on your exam bed is a patient, is a person. Not only that, but they are somebody else's person. Listen to their stories. Be curious, not judgmental. When you find out that they don't have the right tools in their box, be curious, not judgmental. When they show up 10 minutes late to their appointment, be curious, not judgmental. When they haven't been taking their medication or the exact regimen you have prescribed, be curious, not judgmental. For it is at that moment that when we see the people in front of us doing their best and at their best, we will find our purpose and we will be at our best and we will benefit. Every single person who walks this planet has a story to tell. And as physicians, we are usually going to encounter them when they are at their worst or their lowest. They may be fearing a diagnosis. They may have questions about their care. They may be about to undergo surgery, or they may be navigating all of this for a loved one or for a child. They are nervous and scared. They are not looking to be judged. They are looking for a partner, one with passion and purpose. And they then give us the awesome permission to appear and be part of their story. It may be only for a sentence or two, or maybe a couple of paragraphs. Maybe you'll show up a few times throughout the pages. Maybe you're a whole chapter. When I was a resident, the concept of family-centered rounds was something that was fairly new to our hospital. One of the first places we adopted it was in the pediatric intensive care unit. Each morning during rounds, we would have our entire team, the attending, the respiratory therapist, the nurses, and the family. One of my attendings, Dr. Rahul Panesar, was very adamant that the words we choose matter and are important. And so it was always poignant and resonated with me when at the end of rounds, a family who we were encountering at one of the lowest moments in their story would say thank you. And instead of saying you're welcome or it's our pleasure, he would say it's our privilege. Because there is honestly nothing pleasurable about PICU rounds, and while we always wanted to be welcoming and help the families, this was one situation where they did not get to choose their care team. But to be part of their story and to provide care for them in any way we could during this juncture was truly a privilege. Take that with you and remember your purpose. I am deeply humbled every day by the awesome things I get to do and the people I get to meet because of my career, and I love listening to and learning their stories. Graduates, although I could do this all day, I'm getting ready to conclude my remarks to you all, but before I do, I want to leave you with two charges. One, wherever you go, whatever your specialty and your path, I agree with Dr. Garcia. Teach. Seek out the opportunities to get involved with local educational institutions and teach. I'm sure you were all taking with you some fond memories of some of your educators while you were here with us in Rockford. Many of them are likely sitting in this very theater, joining with me and congratulating you on this wonderful day. Some of them are likely the same people I would consider mentors and have fond memories of from clerkships and classes almost 2 decades ago. Others have sadly departed us and are absent today. But one of the most poignant ways we can honor them and remember them is to carry on their legacy and pay forward the gift that they gave to us and train the people who replace you on these risers and in clinics and hospitals all over the country. Not only will teaching help you stay sharp and make sure you remain up to date in your field, it will hopefully give you joy and purpose on your path. By teaching, I am forced not only to make sure I know the newest guidelines and recommendations, but I also get to meet some truly inspiring and fascinating people. Sadly, I have not gotten to work with many of you as I just returned to Rockford last year, but know that does not in any way diminish how proud I am of all of you and how truly blessed I am to know that the future of our profession is in solid, capable hands, minds, and hearts. Do not listen to the naysayers who say that teaching slows you down or gums up your practice. You have a gift to share with the world, and it will pay you back in spades, I promise. Your second task, be the expert. We have trained you to diagnose and treat a myriad of diseases. You will further hone these skills in the course of your residency training. But illness and malady goes beyond the walls of the office, the surgical suite, or the emergency department. As you learn your patient's stories and discover the tools in their box, you will no doubt encounter times where the tools in those boxes have been given to them with little rhyme or reason and little recourse or opportunity to get new, different, or better tools. As experts in our field, backed by evidence, lived experience, and personal stories, we are the voice that needs to be the loudest in the room and to stand up for what is right for our patients as they navigate a world where the decks are stacked against them. As physicians, we can be voices for the voiceless and powerful for allies in this world. On the desk in my office, I have a framed project I wrote in 1993, 30 years ago when I was in 6th grade. As a 6th grader, I talked about what I wanted to do when I grew up. I don't know exactly what that term means because to this day, I'm not entirely sure that I've achieved that status, because I still feel like I'm living a dream and every night I get to fly out of a bedroom window over London. In the letter I wrote that one day, I wanted to be a pediatrician. I actually had no idea what I was talking about because I said that I wanted to see kids and not babies and that I didn't want to give many shots. Also in that letter, I said that if it was too hard to take care of my patients and help them, or if the law was not just, that I would go to the State House and work to change that law. Literally 2 days ago, I was in Springfield advocating for children's health with the American Academy of Pediatrics. I really try never to drop the doctor flex very often. One of the times I make sure to introduce myself with my title every single time is I'm speaking with elected officials and their staff. Because when it comes to children's health, unless I'm speaking to Dr. Kimberly Schreier, who is a pediatrician and congresswoman from Washington State, I can guarantee you that I am the expert in the room and I know more than they do about kids' health. So when you go to speak, know your power, know your value, and know you are the expert in the room. This is our lane. Speaking to elected officials and their staff is one of the only times I'll use that title. It's also the only time you'll ever see me wearing my white coat, because our patients need experts fighting for them, and about 99% of my patients can't vote. When asked how she spoke up in the face of a government that was attempting to shame and discredit her during the Flint, Michigan water crisis, Dr. Mona Hanna-Atisha, a pediatrician, answered the question as boldly and bluntly as she could, because we couldn't afford not to. Advocate for your patients. By being the experts in the room, you can treat them and make a difference in their life beyond the exam room. And so our journey here comes to an end. But class of 2023, yours continues on. I hope you will look back on your time spent here in Rockford fondly, as we will keep fond memories of you, and we cannot wait to see what your future holds for all of you. Go forth with passion, find your purpose with your partners, and you have my permission not just to dream, but to soar. I am delighted to be among the first to welcome you to your careers in medicine. I am awed by you, I am excited by you, I cannot wait to see where you all go from here. The work will be hard, but it will also be extremely rewarding. I hope that you all are as excited as we are, and I wish you many peaceful nights on call, much happiness and success, and many great, big, beautiful tomorrows. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Fernando. It's now my pleasure to introduce Stephanie Collado, our Assistant Dean for Student Affairs.
Thank you. And it is my privilege to present the prestigious James Riebel Award. This award is in memory of James Riebel, who is a member of our charter class. The Riebel Award recipient was selected by the class of 2023. This student most exemplifies Dr. Riebel's dedication to medicine and enthusiasm for learning. She also shows a dedication and sensitivity towards patients, students, and others. This year's winner had a profound impact on her class. Those who nominated her describe her as the entire class's biggest cheerleader. Multiple students mentioned how she went above and beyond for both her patients and classmates. Another student spoke that they admired her great enthusiasm for medicine and for helping others. Riley is a bright light that has been a joy to know and work with. It is with great pleasure and admiration that on behalf of her classmates, I present the James Riebel Award to Riley Wojciechowski. Congratulations, Riley. I am also, while Riley is here, I'm also pleased to share that Riley was selected by the class of 2023 as their class speaker. Riley, we're all so looking forward to your remarks. This is for you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let me contain myself for a second. Welcome all to the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford 2023 graduation ceremony. My name is Riley Kuhn-Wojciechowski, and I am absolutely honored to speak on behalf of this wonderful class of mine. I first want to thank all of you for being here. Please take a moment to look side to side and see all of the people that are here to support our class. Also take a moment to realize that this is probably the most doctors you'll ever see in one room. It might be my Catholic upbringing or the fact that we haven't been able to be in person much over the last few years, but let's take a moment to look around and share the sign of peace with those around you. To say that our 4 years of medical school has been unique is an understatement. We all moved here as eager first-year medical students, and I'll never forget our first day together as we piled into each other's cars to do a scavenger hunt of Rockford, a city that many of us had never been to. 6 of us from Team 10 jumped into my rather small SUV, and I drove us place to place. This was the start of something wonderful. A group of people with many different life experiences, prior careers, research experiences, rural life, urban life, and different undergraduate schools all coming together to get to know one another and support each other on this new journey. That was the one thing that stuck out to me most early on in our journey, is our willingness to support one another versus compete. I think we all expected medical school to be a serious competition, like many of my undergraduate friends who went on to medical schools at other institutions are experiencing. I think we were all pleasantly surprised at UIC. Really, the biggest competition came on the volleyball court, Wednesday night basketball, snagging free food at school-sponsored events, and the race to get to the sunny third-floor study tables. We loved each other's company, we found med school roommates, we studied together, and looked forward to each other to help answer any questions that we might have and support one another as we navigated this new journey through medical school. Regardless of prior careers and experiences, we continued to find joy in one another's strengths and provide support during any challenges. We proceeded for the months of August 2019 through March 2020 and managed just as medical school was supposed to. Very quickly did things turn around. On March 17th, 2020, my class knows this date very well. Let me shape the day for everyone. We had this vague idea of what was happening in the rest of the world. A virus that seemed to be spreading rapidly, a virus that seemed like it would never make its way into the United States. And how did we respond to the spread of an unknown virus and classes getting canceled because of it? We planned an all-class pancake breakfast. I think it's important to note how unique this experience was for all of us. We started the morning planning and preparing for our team-based learning session on the cardiovascular system and trying to host a class breakfast in the school lobby. We brought all the fixings. We had the griddles, the pancake mix, the sausage, the chef hats, and we began to set up at the school when we were quickly were told that cooking was not allowed in the main lobby. A short hour later, our TBL session got canceled, and we were told that class would be canceled until further notice based on the CDC recommendations. Guess what we did? We moved the party to Mark and Somia's house, we gathered for one last time, and we ate pancakes for breakfast. It's a memory that I'm sure we will all remember. We thought we'd go home, have a mini vacation, take some time off, and quickly return to school that next week. But a year went by, and we finally returned for our M3 year rotations. We found ways to make online classes fun. We had Hawaiian dress-up days on Zoom, wear your best denim outfit, unmuting and singing happy birthday to one another, and 50 different people singing happy birthday at the same time on Zoom. I wish you all could hear that. These are the moments that were so vividly remembered by us and by the faculty and staff teaching our lectures. We made the time memorable, we made it fun, and we all became birthday enthusiasts as we had to find something to celebrate during the darkness and dullness of the pandemic. While many might wonder how in the world you can produce medical students who learned online, I'll tell you the answer. It's by doing it together. Our UIC faculty and staff worked tirelessly and quickly to move all of our learning online. And it wasn't easy for them or for us, but we made it work. And we became Zoom experts, and I'll speak for each of us in the room that there were some pretty wonderful things that came out of this virtual time period. I want to speak of some of the successes that our class has accomplished over the last 4 years, in and out of the classroom. I promise we did more than sit in the library and study and round on our patients in the hospital. As the wife of a college baseball coach, I've learned that everything is a statistic. We weren't counting home runs or RBIs or at-bats, but instead we had our own statistical successes over these last 4 years. 100%. That's the match rate of our class, meaning each of us matched into a residency program, a huge success that we all dream of day one of medical school. And I don't believe that we could have done this without the Office of Student Affairs. 12 and 12. We had 12 engagements and 12 weddings over the course of the 4 years, with an average of 3 per year. There were 3 children born, which also means 2 incredible med school parents and their spouses. The 3 kiddos born were Josie and Hazel Johnson and Enzo Hart. 2 organ transplants, a liver transplant for a classmate, and a double lung transplant for a classmate's wife. We all came together during a trying time of illnesses and hospitalizations. 1 tree planted by the Student Committee for Diversity and Inclusion in the front lawn as a place to reflect and remember all the lives lost during the pandemic and highlight our sense of togetherness. 7 students attended the American Academy of Family Physicians National Conference in Kansas City, along with many other conferences attended by students. 200 or more students presented at Research Day this year, which was in person, showing off their research and results that they've been working so hard for. 3 medical students traveled to India this spring for a global health elective, a trip that hasn't happened since the spring of 2019. 250 students and guests in attendance for the med school and pharmacy school formal, another event that we hadn't had since the spring of 2020. And finally, 3 student-led sports leagues: Monday night volleyball with a huge attendance, Wednesday night basketball, and the first ever golf league at Sinisippi Park with an astonishing 0 recorded hole-in-ones. While there are so many other successes that I've left out, I hope you can see that we not only got a wonderful education, but we had plenty of fun doing it as well. Rockford was so good to us, and many of us will remain in the state of Illinois for our residency training. If anyone wants to come back to Rockford, know that I'll be here for at least 3 more years, doing my family medicine residency down the street. As I wrap up, I wanted to share some thoughts about a book club that I recently joined. The spotlighted book is called The Second Mountain by David Brooks. The book walks you through different stages of life with the ultimate goal to find your second mountain. He explains and describes the first mountain being happiness and the second mountain being joy. The first mountain is the one that we strive for, the one that's attached with our identity, our successes, and our vague goals. We honestly might consider graduation from medical school to be the top of the first mountain, the mountain of happiness. While we've accomplished so much to get here, we may be thinking and questioning, am I fulfilled? How do I measure up? And what is next? Between the first and the second mountain, there may be a valley, or possibly many valleys. If we don't feel fulfilled on the first mountain, we may fall off that mountain into the valley of bad habits, burnout with our careers and lives, loss of empathy, lack of spontaneity with life, and the list goes on. However, my challenge for all of you is to find that second mountain. The mountain is full of joy, it's full of moral cause, and it's full of dedication. We choose to no longer live for self-interest, for money, power, or fame, but instead become more interested in our communities, our impact on the world, and the health and well-being of one another. While we are all at different stages of our life, we must strive to continue to find that second mountain that best fulfills us. We must continue to live for one another and show empathy and compassion for the ones around us that made this all possible and led us to this very point. As we head towards our second mountain, I have no doubt that our class and our character development over the last 4 years has adequately prepared us for the inevitable challenges that we will face during this climb. I hope you all find your joy. Thank you to UIC, thank you to the faculty and staff that have worked tirelessly for us, and thank you to each of you. I am so very proud of every one of my classmates, and I hope to always be that shining light in your lives. God bless.
Thank you, Riley. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Mitchell S. King. Dr. King is Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Chair, Department of Health Sciences Education, and Professor of Clinical Family Medicine, and he will lead the hooding ceremony. Dr. King.
Thank you, Dr. Stagnaro-Green. The hooding ceremony symbolizes the awarding of the degree. The significance of hooding recognizes academic achievement in higher education. The hoods are lined with the official color or colors of the college or university conferring the degree. For the University of Illinois College of Medicine, the hoods are lined with UIC colors, which are flame and indigo satin. A green velvet border on the hood identifies medicine as the academic discipline for the degree. Each graduate will walk to the center stage to present their hood, and then the hooders, who I'll introduce in a moment, will place the hood over the student, welcoming them into the practice of medicine. The hooders that were selected by the class of 2023 to perform the hooding are faculty members Dr. Peggy Shields and Dr. Charles Welford. Now I would like to ask the first row to please rise and walk off the stage to your right. Emily Allison. Emily is from Greenville, Illinois. She matched in emergency medicine at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Dr. Allison. Mark Altamari. Mark is from Winfield, Illinois. He matched in general surgery at Rush University Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Altamari. Julia Beckew. Julia is from Mount Pulaski, Illinois. She matched in family medicine at the University of Wisconsin School of Medicine and Public Health in Madison, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Dr. Beckew. Jonathan Belden. Jonathan is from Marengo, Illinois. He matched in general surgery at Ascension St. Joseph in Chicago, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Belden. Joseph Berry. Joseph is from Rockford, Illinois. He matched in internal medicine at the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics in Iowa City, Iowa. Congratulations, Dr. Berry. Nicholas Bonamici. Nicholas is from Wilmette, Illinois. He matched in anesthesiology at University of Washington affiliated hospitals in Seattle, Washington. Congratulations, Dr. Bonamici. Naiva Bertina. Naiva is from Forreston, Illinois. She matched in a preliminary medicine year at University of Chicago Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois, and neurology at University of Chicago Medical Center, also in Chicago, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Bertina. Alexandra Brown. Alexandra is from Pontiac, Illinois. She matched in preliminary surgery at Loyola University Medical Center, Maywood, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Brown. Bailey Clancy. Bailey is from Mansfield, Illinois, and she matched in pediatrics at University Hospitals, University School of Medicine, Columbia, Missouri. Congratulations, Dr. Clancy. Blake DePaul. Blake is from Crystal Lake, Illinois, and he matched in family medicine at Bayfront Medical Center, St. Petersburg, Florida. Congratulations, Dr. DePaul. Marley DeVos. Marley is from Orion, Illinois, and she matched in general surgery at Central Iowa Health Systems, Des Moines, Iowa. Congratulations, Dr. DeVos. Katrina Dovoloski. Katrina is from Naperville, Illinois, and she matched in internal medicine at University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Iowa City, Iowa. Congratulations, Dr. Dovoloski. Madeline Doolin. Madeline is from Monmouth, Illinois. She matched in pediatrics at St. Louis Children's Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Congratulations, Dr. Doolin. Holly Garcia. Holly is from Onarga, Illinois. She matched in family medicine at University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Garcia. Adriana Gorniak. Adriana is from Park Ridge, Illinois. She matched in obstetrics and gynecology at Johns Hopkins Hospital, Baltimore, Maryland. Congratulations, Dr. Gorniak. William Graft, Jr. William is from South Barrington, Illinois, and he matched in internal medicine and psychiatry at Medical College of Wisconsin affiliated hospitals, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Dr. Graft. Joshua Green. Joshua is from Ramsey, Illinois, and he matched in preliminary medicine at University of Chicago Medical Center, Evanston, Illinois, and anesthesiology at University of Chicago Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Green. Samrid Gupta. Samrid is from Savoy, Illinois. He matched in neurology at Barnes Jewish Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Congratulations, Dr. Gupta. Victoria Gustafson. Victoria is from Kewanee, Illinois. She matched in family medicine at University Hospital, University of Missouri School of Medicine, Columbia, Missouri. Congratulations, Dr. Gustafson. Zachary Hart. Zachary is from Butte, Montana, and he matched in internal medicine at University of Utah Health in Salt Lake City, Utah. Congratulations, Dr. Hart. Aaron Heseltine. Aaron is from Fruitland, Idaho. He matched in child neurology at University of Utah Health, Salt Lake City, Utah. Congratulations, Dr. Heseltine. Rebecca Heseltine. Rebecca is from Olympia, Washington. She matched in pediatrics at University of Utah Health in Salt Lake City, Utah. Congratulations, Dr. Heseltine. Titus Ho. Titus is from Lisle, Illinois, and he matched in general surgery at University of Illinois College of Medicine, OSF, Peoria, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Ho. Juan Ha. Juan is from Nashville, Tennessee. She matched in psychiatry at Wisconsin Northern and Central Graduate Medical Education Consortium, Wausau, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Dr. Ha. Gina Kim. Gina is from Northbrook, Illinois, and she matched in anesthesiology at University of Illinois College of Medicine, Chicago. Congratulations, Dr. Kim. Jesse Kirk. Jessie is from Mount Zion, Illinois, and she matched in emergency medicine at Vanderbilt University Medical Center, Nashville, Tennessee. Congratulations, Dr. Kirk. Gabrielle Kuhn. Gabrielle is from Marshall, Illinois, and she matched in preliminary surgery at University of Wisconsin Hospital and Clinics, Madison, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Dr. Kuhn. Andy Marchini. Andy is from Washington, Illinois. They matched in pathology, anatomic, and clinical at University of Wisconsin Hospital and Clinics, Madison, Wisconsin. Congratulations, Dr. Marchini. Timothy Mason. Timothy is from Newark, Illinois, and he matched in a transitional year at McNeil Hospital, Berwyn, Illinois, in physical medicine and rehabilitation at Marion Joy Rehabilitation Hospital in Wheaton, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Mason. Macy Maddock. Macy is from Mackinac, Illinois, and she matched in obstetrics and gynecology at University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Iowa City, Iowa. Congratulations, Dr. Mattock. Allison McDonald. Allison is from Kewanee, Illinois, and she matched in family medicine at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Congratulations, Dr. McDonald. Maya McLean. Maya is from Vernon Hills, Illinois, and she matched in internal medicine at Charles R. Drew University, Los Angeles, California. Congratulations, Dr. McLean. Gabriel Moreno. Gabriel is from Rockford, Illinois, and he matched in internal medicine at University of Wisconsin Hospital and Clinics, Madison, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Moreno. Jake Peckerin. Jake is from Woodridge, Illinois, and he matched in internal medicine at Rush University Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Peckerin. Jessica Perkel. Jessica is from Aaronsville, Illinois, and she matched in family medicine at University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Perkel. Wendy Pocklington. Wendy is from Girard, Illinois, and she matched in pediatrics at University of Illinois College of Medicine, OSF, in Peoria, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Pocklington. Kovis Polakaitis. Kovis is from Downers Grove, Illinois, and he matched in preliminary medicine at University of Vermont Medical Center, Burlington, Vermont, and diagnostic radiology, also at University of Vermont Medical Center in Burlington, Vermont. Congratulations, Dr. Polakaitis. Dennis Rafe. Dennis is from Barry, Illinois, and she matched in obstetrics and gynecology at Western Michigan University Stryker School of Medicine in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Congratulations, Dr. Rafe. Jairo Rosales Garcia. Jairo is from North Lake, Illinois. He matched in family medicine at Rush University Medical Center in Chicago, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Rosales Garcia. Catherine Salsi Baumgartner. Catherine is from Bloomington, Illinois, and she matched in internal medicine pediatrics at Indiana University School of Medicine in Indianapolis, Indiana. Congratulations, Dr. Salsi Baumgartner. Alex Sikarin. Alec is from Rockford, Illinois, and he matched in family medicine at Tidelands Health, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Congratulations, Dr. Sikarin. Katrina Carolyn Soyanko. Katrina Carolyn is from Galesburg, Illinois, and she matched in internal medicine at University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics in Iowa City, Iowa. Congratulations, Dr. Soyanko. Eric Stevens. Eric is from Galesburg, Illinois, and he matched in family medicine at Genesis Quad Cities in Davenport, Iowa. Congratulations, Dr. Stevens. Stephen Jeh. Stephen is from Glenview, Illinois, and he matched in emergency medicine at University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Dr. Jeh. Kelly Utz. Kelly is from Effingham, Illinois, and matched into internal medicine pediatrics at University of Illinois College of Medicine, OSF, Peoria, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Utz. Maria Isabel Van Gundy. Maria Isabel is from Arcola, Illinois, and she matched in family medicine at University of Iowa College of Medicine, South Campus, Tucson, Arizona. Congratulations, Dr. Van Gundy. Catherine Walka. Catherine is from Germantown Hills, Illinois, and she matched in internal medicine at University of Louisville School of Medicine, Louisville, Kentucky. Congratulations, Dr. Walker. Alexander Wheat. Alexander is from Lane, Illinois, and he matched in anesthesiology at University Hospitals, University of Missouri School of Medicine in Columbia, Missouri. Congratulations, Dr. Wheat. Riley Wojciechowski. Riley is from Auburn, Illinois, and she matched in family medicine at University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Wojciechowski. Jin Schoen. Jin is from Chicago, Illinois, and he matched in general surgery at Detroit Medical Center, Detroit, Michigan. Congratulations, Dr. Schoen. Christopher Yao. Christopher is from Long Grove, Illinois, and he matched in preliminary medicine AIMMC year at Advocate Healthcare and diagnostic radiology at University of Illinois College of Medicine, Chicago. Congratulations, Dr. Yao. Abby Zaharsky. Abby is from Sterling, Illinois, and she matched in obstetrics and gynecology at Ascension St. Alexis, Hoffman Estates, Illinois. Congratulations, Dr. Zaharsky. And congratulations to our class of 2023.
It is now my privilege to administer the Hippocratic Oath. Will the class of medicine of 2023 please stand? Will all the physicians in the audience also stand and renew this oath? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Now being admitted to the profession of medicine, I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I will give respect and gratitude to my deserving teachers. I will practice medicine with conscience and dignity. The health and life of my patient will be my first consideration. I will hold in confidence all that my patient confides in me. I will maintain the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. My colleagues will be as my family. I will not permit considerations of race, religion, nationality. Party politics or social standing. To intervene between my duty and my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. Even under threat, I will not use my knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. These promises I make freely and upon my honor. Please be seated. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. It's been my pleasure to be with you as we recognize so many talented and committed individuals in the graduating class. Congratulations, class of 2023.